looks like we sent him packing.
Yeah, this time. Mr. Jefferson, I'm quitting.
You've been on the job only 2 weeks.
And we've been shot up 3 times. I can make more money in the mines anyway, and it's more safe.
Maybe I could get you a raise in wages.
The old skinflint that heads this company? No, just give me the wages that are coming to me, all right? And take my advice, Mr. Jefferson, and get out of here yourself before it's too late. With all these mine payrolls coming through this station, you're going to be the target for every outlaw around here.
Yeah, I'm just an old railroad man, son. Don't know any other work. Here you are.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson.
Yeah. Know some other young fella that might take the job?
Nobody in his right mind.
I'm going to write to headquarters and have them send me an assistant.
Well, I wish him luck. He'll need it.
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. It's the year 1883, and this is a short-haul Sonora Railway. A lot of mine payrolls go through Fairbanks here, and that makes it one of the most dangerous points on the line. You see, Tombstone is only 8 miles away, and that town harbors some of the worst outlaws in the West. Our story tells what happens when Mr. Jefferson writes to Boston headquarters to send him an assistant for the way station.
I know I can make Cynthia happy, Mr. Waterfield.
Not on a bookkeeper's salary, you can't. Not here in Boston, anyway.
Oh, I expect to advance in my firm, sir. Someday I may even be treasurer of the company.
Mr. Barnes, I insist on one thing. The man my daughter marries must be a railroad man. Must know railroading from the ground up.
Well, if it's necessary, sir, I'll learn railroading. You may as well know that I'm not a man who gives up easily.
All right, young man. We'll just see. There's a job open right now in Fairbanks, Arizona. Assistant station agent.
Arizona? Out west?
Well, if you mean what you say about learning the railroad business.
Well, I do, sir. I do.
All right, I'll give you a chance to show me. You'll be at my office in the morning, get the details. We'll arrange transportation for you to Fairbanks, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Now, I'm late to a board meeting. If you'll excuse me, please.
Of course. Do you think I might see Cynthia tonight?
Oh, no. I'm afraid not. She still has that headache. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early.
You will. Thanks again, sir. I'll make good. You'll see.
Yes, Jason. Here we go. I'll see you in the morning, huh?
Say goodbye to Cynthia.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes. In the morning.
Thank you, Father. You are a genius.
What would you do without me to help you out of these romantic entanglements?
I never intended to go this far.
You shouldn't have let him on, my dear.
Well, I thought he knew a harmless flirtation from the real thing. You don't think he'll come back, do you?
Oh, once we lose him out there in the wild and woolly West, we'll never see him again.
Oh, pardon me. Where may I find A. Jefferson, the station agent?
I'm the station agent, Abby Jefferson.
Oh, but I thought that...
My father, Al Jefferson, was the station agent. He passed away 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear it.
I took over the job.
I see. From your new assistant, Jason Barnes.
You?
I have a letter here from the main office. You'll have to teach me the ropes at first. I'm new to the railroad game.
New? But I need an experienced agent here.
Oh, but I learn very quickly, Miss Jefferson. Why, in no time at all, I'll have the hang of things.
Just don't understand it. Surely they could have found a man with some railroad background.
Miss Jefferson, Mr. Cyrus Waterfield himself sent me out here to learn the business. I can't help it if he chose this particular station.
Old man Waterfield, huh? He a personal friend of yours?
Well, he'll probably be my father-in-law one of these days.
Oh, I see. And after I teach you this job, you're to move up to better things.
I suppose so.
Well, maybe it's a good thing Mr. Waterfield did send you to this station, Mr. Barnes. He's paid absolutely no attention to our complaints about conditions here. He'll listen to you, I'm sure.
What kind of complaints?
Didn't he inform you that in the past 6 months we've had 7 different assistants here?
No, they didn't.
And that they all quit?
Why they quit?
Because wages are too low, Mr. Barnes. Men make more money in the mines, and they figure they'll live longer.
Live longer?
That's right. You see, there's a lot of money in that safe sometimes. And when the Bisbee gang or some other bunch decides to hold up this station, just how long do you think we'll last? Come to think of it, it is funny that he'd send a future son-in-law of his out to a place like this, where they might never see you again.
Come now, Miss Jefferson. Stop pulling my leg. What keeps you here if it's so dangerous?
I need the job.
And so do I. Now, if you'll tell me what my duties are, I'll start work immediately.
Well, I guess you'll work out. Else we'll know it pretty quick. You'll take the night shift. Sleep on that cot. We receive shipments round the clock for points up and down the line, as well as to connecting stages to Tombstone. The payments go west on the 1010 and east on the 345. I like to get the payrolls in here before train time because I don't want the money here overnight.
Uh-huh. Or you might be held up.
You'll have to learn about waybills, semaphore signals, key rattling,
Key rattling?
sending and receiving messages by telegraph, and a few other things.
I'll be back as soon as I find a room and freshen up. Hope there's a good hotel in town. Say, just where is the town?
You see those shacks down the road? That's the town. The boarding house is the one with the curtain. You better get yourself some working duds.
Good idea.
When you get back, we'll do some target practice.
Target practice? Look, I came here to learn railroading, Miss Jefferson.
Target practice is the first lesson at this way station. Boys are driving like the devil's after.
Worse, 2 outlaws ambushed us halfway from Tombstone. Whitey here shot one through the shoulder, and the other just faded out. Sure was worried, Miss Evie. That's a pretty big payroll.
Thank heavens it's going right out on the 1010. Take care of yourselves, boys.
I better go get those working duds, Miss Jefferson. I'll be back pretty quick. Start my target practice.
11 out of 12. You've certainly improved in a week.
Glad I have. You know, I can't understand why the sheriff doesn't give us a little more protection, Abby.
He's too busy over in Tombstone to worry about us.
Yeah, and the folks here in Fairbanks too scared to organize. Seems like they bolt their doors at night and stay in till morning.
That's Ed Bascom at contention.
Let me answer this call.
Go ahead. After all, you're here to learn.
Abby's new assistant's handling the key.
You gonna give them the bad news?
Of course. I keep them informed. They keep me informed.
Stage robbed of Sonora mine payroll. 2 guards dead. Suspect Bisbee gang.
Another holdup.
2 men dead. Any shipments for contention.
Tell him 2 crates of equipment for the Blue Hill mine. They'll go out in the morning.
It's just mining equipment for Blue Hill.
Ain't seen Abby lately, have you?
It's over 20 miles of Fairbanks, Clay. It's hard to go courting that distance every night.
Before you know it, that tenderfoot assistant will be taking your place.
I ain't worried. Besides, according to Abby, he's supposed to marry Waterfield's daughter.
If he lives that long.
How do you suppose the outlaws find out when and where those payrolls are being shipped?
I don't know, but it's only a question of time before they strike here. Abby, this is no place for a girl. I want you to quit.
I told you before, Jason, I need this job, even if the pay is low. Besides, there's no other work I know how to do.
I didn't believe you when I started in here, Abby. But now I know you were right. We're not getting paid enough for the risk we're taking.
The railroad doesn't agree.
I don't understand it. Mr. Waterfield isn't the kind of a man who would not rectify such matters. Why, every year he and his directors make a tour of the lines.
The main line's not a short-haul road like ours. They don't even know we're on the map. Mr. Waterfield hasn't even answered any of my letters.
Your letters probably got no farther than some clerk. I'm gonna write to Mr. Waterfield. Wages paid you and A. Jefferson equal those in the East. Obviously, you have exaggerated your danger to wheedle more money, thus proving yourself an ingrate and a scoundrel. And any time you wish to terminate...
Jason, I am sorry.
I can't understand it. Yeah, I can. No use fooling myself any longer. He sent me out here to get rid of me. Well, I'm taking this to the board of directors. Now, by telegraph.
But I don't understand, Father. You said that when Jason went to Arizona, we'd never hear from him again.
So I thought. I was sure he'd quit after that insulting letter I wrote him. He went over my head. He sent a telegram to the board of directors.
But I never.
They've had me on the carpet all afternoon, grilling me like an office boy, questioning my competence. That mealy-mouthed bookkeeper is jeopardizing my position as chairman of the board.
Oh, well. It'll all blow over by the time you get back. This won't interfere with the trip, will it?
Depends on what you mean by interfere.
You promised to take me along this time. I'm nearly packed.
Then you'd better include something that's appropriate for Fairbanks, Arizona.
Fairbanks?
The board has changed the entire route. We are now going to visit every short-haul road.
Fairbanks? Does he know, Jason?
No. It's going to be a surprise.
You boys are late today. Outlaw trouble?
Nope, broke a harness buckle going through Red Rock.
What's that?
Blue mine payroll.
Blue Mine payroll isn't due till tomorrow.
Well, they sent it through a day early to fool the Bisbee gang.
The 1010's gone. That means we'll have it here overnight.
Well, I can't help being late, Miss Sarah. But I don't think that you'll be bothered. Nobody knows it's here except us. Come on, Whitey, let's see if we can make up for some of that lost time.
Well, let's not borrow trouble.
No, it comes soon enough anyway.
You know, it really is dangerous here, Abby. You ought to get out. Get married, maybe. You'd make some man a fine wife, Abby. That station agent at Contention, Ed Bascom, wasn't he interested?
Was. He still is. But I haven't decided yet.
When the right man comes along, you'll know in a flash. That's how it was with me when I first met Cynthia.
Cynthia, Cynthia, if she's so wonderful, why doesn't she ever write you?
How should I know why?
We should have figured it out by now.
Figured. That must be Boston about our raise.
It's not Boston, it's Ed Bascom from Contention.
Special coming through tomorrow, westbound, give right of way over 1010. Special. Hey, I wonder who'd rate that.
I have no idea. But I know it means we'll have that payroll on our hands even longer.
Clay, I think we got some.
What is it?
Blue Mine payroll. It's at the Fairbanks station.
You sure? It ain't due until tomorrow.
Sent day early to fool Bisbee gang. Came too late to go on 10:10.
Oh, this'll be a picnic.
After Abby goes off duty, I don't want her hurt.
Oh, why, sure, Ed. We'll go late. After Abby's gone, the tenderfoot's asleep.
Who is it?
Me, Abby.
What's the matter?
Jason, I just couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about our quarrel this afternoon. I wanted to tell you I'm sorry.
You mean you came all the way over here to tell me that?
Well, isn't it important?
Well, sure, but...
But what? What do you hear?
This could mean trouble. You go out the back door, go to the saloon, have somebody ride over to Tombstone and notify the vigilantes.
Jason, there isn't time to ride to Tombstone. I'll telegraph Ed Bascom and tell him to get word from there.
But if those are outlaws, you'll be trapped here.
I don't care. I'm not going to leave you.
Now, look, you gotta go on. You got a few seconds. Go ahead.
Jason, you can't hold them off alone. Now, if there are two of us, at least we've got a chance.
What about telegraph wire?
Open up! I got a package to send.
Station's closed. Come back tomorrow.
I can't come back tomorrow. Come on, open up!
Can't open up. New rules.
Jason, the wires went dead.
The girl's in there, too. Bascom will raise the roof if she gets hurt. It's all right, let him. We're gonna get that money no matter who's in there. Get her on the shack.
This is a fight to the finish, Abby. You know that.
I know.
Abby, we're running out of ammunition.
You're hit. It's a free hand. I can fire with the other one.
I think we got two of them.
Well, that's a comfort. Now at least we're even.
We're having a prayer.
That should do it. Hand me that. Guess their railroading days are over.
All right, get your hands up, quick! All right, Abby. I'll keep them covered until we can get the sheriff from Tombstone. Morning, Mr. Waterfield. Morning, gentlemen. Pleased to see you.
You won't be so pleased to see me when I get through with you.
You're Jason Barnes, I take it, the young man who's caused all the trouble.
I don't feel I was causing any trouble.
Well, I'm Mr. Hadley, president of the road, and this is Mr. Taylor and Mr. Smithers, the other directors.
How do you do? Gentlemen, Miss Jefferson, the station agent.
Isn't anyone going to help me?
Cynthia, you're as beautiful as ever.
And you, Jason. Why, you're a different man. The West seems to have done things for you.
It has. Oh, I'd like to present Miss Jefferson. Abby, Miss Waterfield.
How do you do?
How do? So this is Fairbanks. It seems awfully quiet.
Yeah, as quiet as right. The way you wrote, Jason, we expected to see a few bad men shooting up the scenery.
This burg is as quiet as New England on a Sunday morning. Where are all the outlaws you described?
Well, sir, there's a couple of them up there. 4 of them tried to rob the station last night. Miss Jefferson and I killed 2 and captured the other 2. Vigilantes rode over from Tombstone this morning and strung them up.
Oh, let's get her inside. It's too much for her. It's too much for me, too.
Bascom, the station agent at Contention who engineered the whole job, was picked up this morning trying to cross the border. Well, I guess that about winds up the story, eh, Abby?
Well, I can understand why you had trouble getting assistance, Miss Jefferson. The company deeply appreciates your sense of duty in staying at your post. There'll be an immediate raise, a good raise in your wages.
Doesn't matter anymore, Mr. Hadley. I'm leaving the station. I have some mining interests to attend to.
Well, then we'll need 2 replacements here at Fairbanks. You're coming back to our head office, Jason. You've served your apprenticeship.
Thank you, sir, but...
No buts. We know a good man when we see one. I hope you realize how lucky you are, Cyrus, to get a son-in-law like Jason here. Won't take him long to move up.
Mr. Hadley, I'm not going to be Mr. Waterfield's son-in-law. I thought I'd go into the mining business, too.
But you have a great future with the road.
This is my future. Right here. I know this is kind of sudden, Abby, but I only realized it suddenly. Last night, it was only you and I against the gang. The wonderful way you stood by me.
I thought we were finished.
It's only the beginning.
Well, that was how Jason Barnes and Abby Jefferson fought and won their battle with the Bisbee gang. And how Jason learned a little about railroading and a lot about life at the way station.